Hey, all you people, it's time for patch notes again. Every week, or no, every 2 weeks without stop. You know I'm on that gamer grind. So, we're up to patch 8.21. I don't know if this is like still a world's patch. I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure it is, out of the quick glance I took at it. But, what other news has there been? I'm still grinding for league tokens, as you can see. Hold on. But on other news, yeah, look at that. See, look at that really slow loading. Anyway, another news. This is my 700th stream. I'm pretty proud of that. I'm pretty also proud that I still have 0 viewers. But yeah. Anyway, going into what people hopefully came here for, and not just to laugh at me. The patch notes. So, welcome to 8.21. This patch continues the recent trend of nothing. Okay. With preseason coming in about a month, we're avoiding bigger changes because preseason is going to mess us all up. Cool. Let's get into it. So, Alistar. I've seen Alistar in Worlds. Alistar is good. I'm expecting nerfs. Health decreased. Alistar's all-in threat is one of the main reasons to pick him. Yeah, he just goes and he locks you down and then he gets out. So they're decreasing his max health. I agree with this. Cool, let's move on. Oh boy, Ashe. I'm surprised they're touching an AD this early. So what do I think of Ashe? I think Ashe is relatively normal. I think she's on the weaker side, but she's not bad. She's not played in Worlds, which means she's not that good. But in my own opinion, I think Ashe is a carry that provides a lot of utility, similar to Sivir. But I think she ramps up a little later than Sivir, because Sivir gains her wave clear really early on, where she just clears the whole wave then goes somewhere else. While Ashe, it takes a while for her to become as useful as that, but once she does, she's more useful than Sivir damage-wise. So I'm expecting to see a buff, because I don't think she's that good, and she takes too long, which in this meta isn't good. Passive slow increased, I was right. E pings enemy champions in spots. That's a good quality of life change. So we're giving Ashe more power in ways that emphasize her unique strengths as a utility marksman, as I rightfully said, rather than escalating the DPS race. Yeah, because Ashe is good. Ashe's damage late is very good. It's just getting to that point is hard. And she brings a lot of utility with the really good slows. So the slow is increased early, which is good. Double slow amount unchanged due to base slow buff. Okay. So if you're not critting, you're slowing for more. But if you are critting, you're slowing for the same amount. Okay. That's pretty good. And then the E is just a quality of life change. That's pretty cool. Oh, what the hell is this song? This song is nice. Wow. This is a nice ass song. See, I'm glad I chose Spotify for this. Anyway, Aurelion. So only who he plays this, and I don't think it's that good after the multitude of nerfs they gave it after launch, so I'm expecting to see a buff. Health decreased, health regen increased. They always do this to mid champions, and I don't know what it does. Like, I honestly don't know what it really does. We're making the Space Noodle more fragile when he's caught mid-roam or all-in, but giving him a little more regen. Okay, so he's more burstable, but if you don't burst him, it's easier for him to sustain is what I'm thinking, but Aurelion already doesn't have much tools to get you off of him if you do get on him. So I think this is actually a very bad and horrible and stupid, ugly change. Because the only thing he can really do is his ult. Because the only person that can insta-pop the Q that can get someone off them is Anivia. Anivia, initially when she releases her Q, can instantly pop it and stun them. Aurelion has to wait to pop it. So if you get on him and he's not 6 or he doesn't have his ult, what can he do? Flash away? If you don't bring flash, you're fucked. Or if it's down, you're fucked. I don't think he has enough options to really counterplay someone hopping on him that warrant this change of making him more squishy, but more survivable if he's poked. Like, that, I don't know, that's stupid to me. Alright, Draven. I absolutely hate how I see Draven at Worlds now. When I was a little AD main starting out, I was like, oh, I'm gonna main Draven, I like Draven. And I played Draven and I sucked dick at him because I'm just a suck-ass player who will like play something to no end and then get good at it. I don't have natural skill. I have perseverance. And I did not persevere with Draven because I got very annoyed. And then I moved on to Jinx. I was very happy with myself. But Draven, I don't know. He's cool. I hate him in lane because he's a very oppressive AD. And the kind of caveat to that is like, okay, well, Draven's going to fuck you in lane. If you somehow survive, or if he doesn't get too fed, you can wait till late and hopefully either match or do better than him. Because Draven's weakness is kind of in his late game. Because maybe he can't catch the axes in the team fight. But that's a shitty weakness because it's very situational on how good the Draven is. So, what are they doing? Fix the bug where Draven's basic attack couldn't crit if switched from a normal basic to... Okay, so this is buffing him. Alright, I don't want to see this anymore. Ezreal. Okay, let me talk about this nonsense. So, Ezreal before was like a little annoying bug, right? So, you have what seems to be a boy AD. And he's like, hey guys, I'm going to poke you. And you're not going to be able to kill me because I'm safe. So I'm like, okay, you know, you're a little annoying, but whatever. If your support's good, you might get fed, you might do a little bit, but come late, you won't do anything. Because that's basically what Ezreal does. Ezreal is a carry who can't carry late. Because he's Ezreal. Now, essentially what they did was they changed basically his W. They nerfed his Q. And they changed his W. So I guess the W does more damage. I don't know what the old W, how much damage that did. But it was basically negligible. Now, I think this W's damage is also basically negligible, but the fact is it procs off a Q or another auto, which makes it look like it's bursting. So it's like, again, I'm pretty sure this one does more damage than the old W, but that's not to say the old W didn't do damage. But the main problem is they nerfed his Q, right? They nerfed the main ability you have to hit that's up the most often to do damage. They nerfed it, not a lot, I'll give them that, not a lot, but they nerfed it. Now, you have to not only land the W, which is, you know, I guess it's not that hard, but it's stupid. It can go through minions, so they have that. But you then have to proc it. So, and it gives mana back, which is like fucking wiener. No one cares. But, I don't know. This new Ezreal somehow, in some way, feels more useless than the old Ezreal. He feels better, he looks better, but I don't know. I feel like he does even less damage. I do not like it at all, and I didn't like the old Ezreal that much either. So, that was a nice ass song, what the fuck? So yeah, I don't know. I think he just fucking sucks. What are they doing? The base damage of the W late game is increasing by 20, right? Yeah. I don't know. As this new W isn't packing as much of a punch as we'd like. Yeah, because it doesn't do damage like the old one, like... Double pressing Ezreal's abilities no longer cancels movement commands. Thank you, God. Okay. I hate Ezreal. Useless. Useless AD. Irelia, move speed reduced. She's played too much in Worlds even though Fiora cucks her. No one cares. Ivern! Hunter's main that he never plays. Again, I've spoken about Ivern before, I'm pretty sure, in these patch note reviews. He was so fucking good when he came out. I feel like he was so unique and so good. Maybe not fun, it depends. I didn't really play him too much to know if he's fun or not. But I think he's really unique. Like this, I commend the Riot team for making this guy. Like his whole thematic, his gameplay is like really cool. But he was too good, so they had to nerf him to shit. So, what are they doing? I'm pretty sure I'm almost positive they're buffing him. Movement speed increased. Cool, he can get ganks off easier. E shield increased. Cool. W on hit increased early. Iron's weak state isn't the result of any one particularly glaring shortcoming. Yeah, they just nerfed everything. So we're buffing him up along a view of vectors. They're actually doing a lot more than I thought they would. Especially for a patch where they said we're not going to be like doing anything too crazy. This is kind of getting on the little crazier side. So his on-hit damage is going up by 10 early, which is pretty good. Because it also procs off the auto, and everyone's auto early except if you're Karthus. Does basically the same amount of damage. So that's pretty good. Let me see something. Jesus. Of course Bowers always playing by himself. Anyway. And the trigger shield isn't going up by 10. Actually, I guess it's not too crazy. But it's always good to see Ivern buffs. I want to see more Iverns. He's really good. I feel like he's really good. Okay, alright, here we go. My feared fucking day is coming. I love Caixa. When she came out, I loved her. They nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and nerfed and changed and nerfed her. Right? They changed the W so it no longer does damage based on missing health or whatever, I think. Or based on the AP you had. It now does damage based on the stacks you have. which was like a change. I was like, oh shit. And they nerfed her Q, they nerfed her passive, I think they buffed her E or nerfed it as well. They nerfed her ult. I don't know. They basically nerfed so much. I just remember nerfs. Now, what are we seeing? I think the main... Okay, I'm just going to get down to what I think the main problem is. Caixa can build 2 ways, and that's not good. And she does both ways exceptionally better than any other AD. She builds crit. She's a really good crit AD, on par with the top crit ADs. She builds AP. She's on par doing damage with a lot of the mages, even probably better than them because her damage is consistent. And she's a tank buster. And she's a squishy killer. And she's like an assassin. She's too good at too many things. Which, honestly, I think if they just left her with less AP scalings, it would have been better. But then the character might be different. I don't know how that would go. I'm not a champion creator, so I don't know. But the main problem is she does too many things too well. So what are they changing? I hate how they're nerfing her. Passive proc scaling decreased. Ultimate shield duration decreased. Okay. I was seeing on the PBE, they were changing her like fucking crazy. Like, they were doing a whole bunch of what looked like mini reworks to her fucking passive. That I was like, Jesus Christ, what are they doing? But... luckily to see they're not going too overboard, because Caixa is one of their most popular ADs. I would hate to see her not fun or good, because I don't know. I love Caixa. I love Caixa, man. I don't know. I just really don't want to see what I love taken away from me. So, originally what they were planning to do is not make it missing health damage, which I thought was fucking stupid. But what are they doing? They're basically nerfing it in a wiener way, but a good way. So instead of scaling as hard, it's scaling a little less, but still doing decent damage, which is good. And the killer instinct ult shield is 1 less second, which is pretty good, because usually the shield is really big, and the problem with having a shield so big is that by the time the fight's over, which is in the next 3 seconds, the enemy wouldn't have popped the shield anyway, because it's fucking huge. So making it 2 seconds, the enemy might have time if they live long enough. And with the new passive, they might. If they live long enough, they can kill you because your shield is gone and you're not as safe. So, this might make it so you have to think about ulting now, because you're not as tanky, which is insane. She's an assassin, tank, AD, AP, fucking crit hybrid monster. This isn't too bad. I just hope they leave it here. This is enough. This is enough. Buff other ADs instead of nerfing her, please. But not too much. Alright. So now we're off that. Karma. W root increased at early ranks by 0.4. Okay, not bad. I think Karma is one of these supports that just pokes you down. She's like a better Sona without the healing and without the real team fight capabilities. Like, she's a stronger in lane Sona, I think. So I guess they're trying to flesh that out more to keep in style with the more damagey supports, I like to say, like Lux and fucking Brand. But she can go mid, which is what Faker did to lose the fucking world, so I don't know. I don't really know about this change. I guess it's alright. Alright, Karthus. Karthus is so... I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I used to think if you were a good Karthus, you can rape. But then I saw Karthus go up against the Veigar, and, you know, I always say this, I'm in shit elo, yeah. But... I don't know. I feel like a good Karthus can do really well. It's just Karthus is so fucking hard and so, like... I want to say unique, but I don't know if that's the right word. I'll call him, like... I don't want to call him retarded, but he's definitely a special type of champion. So, let's see. What are they doing? Wall of Pain is Karthus' best tool for setting up trades in lane, and a lower cooldown will help him keep enemies dancing. From there, lower mana costs give Karthus a bit more freedom. Okay. Without being punished for going light on mana. Yes, we're aware Requiem doesn't cost mana while Karthus is impassive. Oh, wow. So, Wall of Pain, they're decreasing the cooldown mana. I'm surprised it costs 100 mana. That's a lot of mana. Requiem, $100 ranks. Okay, so I just basically count this as quality of life. Like, it's not that big a change. Karthus is still going to stick where he is. Nothing's really changing. Nunu and Willump, more bug fixes. No one really plays them, so I don't really care. I'm actually just going to skip this one. Because most of it is bug fixes. Zac. I haven't seen Zac in so long. Zac is really good in, like, a tank meta, but it's not the tank meta, I don't think, so... What are they doing? Base damage. This changes nothing. Zoe! Okay, so I heard they wanted to make her more niche, even more than she is already, by increasing the power in her Q, which I agree with, because that is her main damaging ability, and like I've argued in previous patch notes, if you have a champion with a non-damaging ult, you have to overload their kits. You just have to. It's the way the champion will be physically viable. Or feasibly viable. But then, in the case of Zoe, if the player's too mechanically skilled, they just don't lose. So they're trying to make it niche where if you do land everything, and not just the E, you do more, I guess. I don't know. Let me see. So they're increasing... No, wait, what? Q damage increased late. E cooldown decreased late. Wait, they're just buffing her. Finally. She's been in a rough spot. Bullshit. At average skill levels. Okay, that is true. Due to nerfs we made a mile back. Okay. We said Zoe should deal less damage when she doesn't land her skill shot, so we're buffing her skill shot. Thank you. Okay. Good change. Good change. Okay, Gragas audio clarity. I don't give a shit. Camouflage. I don't care. Items. Edge of Night. Okay, what are they doing in Edge of Night? I see almost no one build this item except maybe Talon or Zed. Basically assassins. And only a couple of them at that. Shortening Edge of Night channel time creates more opportunities. That's pretty cool. It's a quality of life thing. And decreasing by 100 gold, that's pretty good. I still think the same people are going to get it. So no real change that matters. Essence Reaver. Almost no one builds Essence Reaver that I know of. So it's cool that it's cheaper. Maybe some people might start building it. But I don't know who builds Essence Reaver. The person who I thought would build it the most is Lucian, but he doesn't. That I know of in like good play. I mean it's still good and you can still go on it. Go hit Essence Reaver on him. Go it on him. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like the most optimal thing. So I don't know. I don't know who uses this. Anyway, next, on my way ping audio. We've updated the audio. Nice. On my way ping audio Persina indicates the distance. Oh, nice. Oh, that's so good. Wow. So they're basically making it so the farther away you are, the more muffled and later it comes in. That's really good. HUD font size, I don't give a shit. Bug fixes, no one cares. Oh, the Halloween skins. Okay, this, Bewitching Janna, fat material. Count Cledula, pretty cool. Trick or Treat Echo, really nice. Oh boy, and the KDA skins. KDA Ari shouldn't have gotten another skin. Screw this bitch. KDA Akali, we need a good Akali skin, and it's pretty good. Good job. KDA Evelyn doesn't need another skin, but it's a decent addition, so I'll let it pass. KDA Caixa, I think it's an alright skin. They could have done better. I definitely think they could have done better. It's not bad, but what I'm really happy about is they're introducing prestige editions, which are basically cooler chromas that you can't ever get again, which is things I always like in League to show people that I've played for a long time, have wasted my life. So that's nice. And more chromas, which we can't experience, the majority of us, until they're in the Blue Essence shop. So that's nice. Pretty good patch overall. I actually really like this patch. This patch was nice. So I'm going to give this one an 8 Mark Merrils out of 10 because they didn't gut Caixa and they buffed Zoe for good reasons. And they kind of tried to help Karthus. Yeah, and they tried to help Iron. Pretty good. I like everything about this. And they buffed Dash. They buffed a lot of ADs and they didn't ruin Caixa. So 8 out of 10 Mark Merrils. I hope you enjoyed. I kind of enjoyed this patch. And I will see you for the next one. Bye-bye.